Proverbs chapter 10 in the King James Version, followed by the Amplified Bible. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. He that winketh with the eye causeth sorrow, but a prating fool shall fall. The mouth of a righteous man is the well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirreth up strifes, but love covereth all sins. In the lips of him that hath understanding wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, the destruction of the poor is their poverty. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, the fruit of the wicked to sin. He is in the way of life that keepeth instruction, but he that refuseth reproof erreth. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. The tongue of the just is as choice silver, the heart of the wicked is little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. The fear of the wicked it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. As the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation. As vinegar to the teeth, and as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send him. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom, but the froward tongue shall be cut out. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh frowardness. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish, stubborn son who refuses to learn is a grief to his mother. Treasures of wickedness and ill-gotten gains do not profit, but righteousness and moral integrity in daily life rescues from death. The Lord will not allow the righteous to hunger. God will meet all his needs, but he will reject and cast away the craving of the wicked. Poor is he who works with a negligent and idle hand, but the hand of the diligent makes him rich. He who gathers during summer and takes advantage of his opportunities is a son who acts wisely, but he who sleeps during harvest and ignores the moment of opportunity is a son who acts shamefully. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, the upright, those in right standing with God, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous person is a source of blessing, but the name of the wicked will be forgotten and rot like a corpse. The wise in heart are willing to learn, so they will accept and obey commands, instructions. But the babbling fool who is arrogant and thinks himself wise will come to ruin. He who walks in integrity and with moral character walks securely, but he who takes a crooked way will be discovered and punished. He who maliciously winks the eye of evil intent causes trouble, and the babbling fool who is arrogant and thinks himself wise will come to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, and his words of wisdom are a source of blessing, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence and evil. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers and overwhelms all transgressions, forgiving and overlooking another's faults. On the lips of the discerning, skillful, and godly, wisdom is found. But discipline and the rod are for the back of the one who is without common sense and understanding. Wise men store up and treasure knowledge in mind and heart, but with the mouth of the foolish ruin is at hand. The rich man's wealth is his fortress, the ruin of the poor is their poverty. The wages of the righteous, the upright, those in right standing with God, is a worthwhile, meaningful life. The income of the wicked, punishment. He who learns from instruction and correction is on the right path of life, and for others his example is a path toward wisdom and blessing. But he who ignores and refuses correction goes off course, and for others his example is a path towards sin and ruin. He who hides hatred has lying lips, and he who spreads slander is a fool. When there are many words, transgression and offense are unavoidable, but he who controls his lips and keeps thoughtful silence is wise. The tongue of the righteous is like precious silver, greatly valued. The heart of the wicked is worth little. The lips of the righteous feed and guide many, but fools who reject God and his wisdom die for lack of understanding. The blessing of the Lord brings true riches, and he adds no sorrow to it, for it comes as a blessing from God. Engaging in evil is like sport to the fool who refuses wisdom and chases sin, but to a man of understanding, skillful and godly, wisdom brings joy. What the wicked fears will come upon him, but the desire of the righteous, for the blessings of God, will be granted. When the whirlwind passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous has an everlasting foundation. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the lazy one to those who send him to work. The reverent fear of the Lord, worshiping, obeying, serving, and trusting him with awe-filled respect, prolongs one's life, but the years of the wicked will be shortened. The hope of the righteous, those of honorable character and integrity, is joy, but the expectation of the wicked, those who oppose God and ignore his wisdom, comes to nothing. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to the upright, but it is ruin to those who do evil. The consistently righteous will never be shaken, but the wicked will not inhabit the earth. The mouth of the righteous flows with skillful and godly wisdom, but the perverted tongue will be cut out. The lips of the righteous speak what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaks what is perverted, twisted.